So many people, but especially women who have ADHD, don't recognize why they struggle, either in their current workplaces or when they're trying to launch something new. And it's like, oh, I wish I had a magic genie to XYZ. Help me to remember these appointments. Help me to set these appointments. Help me to figure out how to move forward with this great idea that I have. Hey, how are you this morning?
Hey girl, I'm doing good. How are you?
I'm doing well. It's been a minute since we sat down like this to talk in little boxes, hasn't it been?
Yes, far too long.
Thank you for coming on ADHD is the New Black. Today we're talking about a collaboration between ADHD is the New Black and a new organization that really came out of your brain, your imagination, called sheADHD. What is sheADHD?
The formal title of it is sheADHD Foundation for Executive Function. The idea is to provide what I'm calling executive function assistance for the things that we don't do well. And it's formed to address the impact of both the economic and the emotional aspects of ADHD, especially for women diagnosed as adults. I was never diagnosed until I was 44. The struggles that I had after a certain time of being in business by myself was what really gave me the idea to start this.
Tell me the type of woman who might seek out services from sheADHD.
In my mind, the kind of person that's going to seek out services from sheADHD is a woman who was diagnosed as an adult, who is either an independent professional, is an entrepreneur, probably a solo entrepreneur, might be a career professional, but a woman that was diagnosed later in life. So I'm talking out like probably after 30 that she found this out and has been floundering, struggling, can't understand why she can't sustain things, why she can't get things done. As a single woman who was an entrepreneur who had been doing this for 20 years, there were certain things that had helped me be successful before I even knew I had ADHD. Back in the day, I was a book marketer. That's what I did. I marketed lots of books online with celebrity experts who wrote books because that was my thing. I love learning from them. I had an idea to create a membership site because that was the big thing back then. And in order to create the membership site, I had to create some tools, resources. I needed to have a toolkit. I needed to have a workbook. So there was a woman who had created a website that she was charging $19 a month, and she had 1,000 people subscribed. And all she did was go find places for people to promote their books online, literally. And they were subscribed. And I'm thinking, ooh, that's 20 grand a month. And that's all I do is find places for people to promote their books, right? And so instead of me just starting with all the resources that I had and just straight copying her business model, we always want to make things difficult. So my business partner, she was at the time a direct marketer. She's very good. She could write copy. She was not neurodivergent. She was the best. And she just kept hearing me talk about it. Finally, she says, we're going to meet every week at this coffee shop. And you're going to talk and I'm going to type. And basically, I did that for 6 weeks with her, for like 2 hours for 6 weeks in a row. Mm-hmm. And she got me to do a brain dump of the 44 strategies that I had for online marketing for authors. She formatted it, put it in booklet format. She actually got the booklets, the books created. I had a whole clamshell product. I had a whole product. She helped me create this whole product. And that's the only way that product got created. That particular product put me on the map and it changed my business trajectory. It allowed me to sell, instead of trading time for dollars, I could trade this product for dollars. So it gave me my time. I knew that I needed a community of other women who understood what it was like to start in the middle of a conversation and then to be able to bring it back around. More and more, I started to realize that there's a bunch of undiagnosed women entrepreneurs running around with ADHD.
sheADHD is going to be that thing that you listen to what someone needs and then you identify what else they need to get it done or what's missing to help it get done.
Right. Okay.
I have a set of skills and strengths. And activation is just one of them. I can activate, I can get things going. I'm not necessarily organized about it. That's why it's disorienting, because it's not that you don't know or you don't have the skill. It's that it's the performance that suffers with this disorder. The idea, though, is to provide what I'm calling executive function assistance for the technical support, for the things that we don't do well. Just like we're doing this interview, somebody else would have set this up for us. We're doing this interview, somebody else would have set this up for us. That's the idea. And whether it's an intern, whether it's a person that's hired, that's the point.
But prior to this idea, there's no one place that somebody like us can go and say, hey, this is the help I need, or can you help me figure out what kind of help I need? Is that what
I share my idea with you and you help me organize it? You help me get it, into a project, help me figure out what I need to do to move forward. And can I get some peer mentors to help me stay motivated?
Yeah.
In a group fashion, because we work better in a group. And so understanding that ADHD is an issue with being consistent and self-regulating, and understanding that you need to be around people that understand that and don't judge you for that. And it's not just showing up on a webinar. It's not just consuming more information. There's nowhere you can go besides a co-work. What is it? What do they call it? A body double? A body double app. Okay, I can go to a body double app, but that person in the body double app doesn't understand what my business is, don't understand what I'm trying to accomplish. They're not going to help me. That's it. They'll be there. There'll be a body on the other side. That's about it.
They'll say, good luck with that, Michelle.
Exactly.
That's about it.
That's a great idea.